Still not really sure if I should be doing this, but this is a very late review out of the Eden Zero chapter 74. Basically, it's all about Laguna and Wise fighting each other, which makes sense given to the fact that they are, after all, each other's opponents. Wise wins, but of course, this chapter has to end with despair. Don't give me despair, only give me hope. The angry anime fan here. And yes, this is Eden Zero, chapter 74 of it all. As Arsenal now is equipped on Wise, he once again enters his large ham dramatic order, and we see a little bit more of the tier of Laguna's tier powers as it shows that he can not only turn people into water using that power. We saw he could also form water swords, and yes, he can control water as well, as it says to Wise not underestimate water because even that can even cut through metal. Which is true. Water with enough high speed or friction can have an well, maybe not friction, with enough power can cut through metal. I know that, but I'm not a scientist. I'm not even smart enough to try to be a scientist. So well, Wise shows many different things, including Wise Carrot, and even Drum Blaster. It's kind of funny how the way every time he attacks, he attempts to. He just says a very hammy, poetic hero line, and even says my catchphrase: "Heroes always win." That's what I wanna see. A hero is only supposed to win because despair is not supposed to win. We see an upgraded version of his Atlas Flame attack this time, but even though water normally cannot do it, he does fire everywhere to create coughs as well. Although he did that so that Laguna would cough from the smoke and get tears in his eyes. Apparently for no other reason than to just troll him. So well, uh, so what it looks like when Laguna have enough of Wise's hamminess, he suddenly gets serious of water shot and even a water laser, which is a kind of cool attack. And Wise unfortunately loses the helmet, as so his uh, as the Wise suit is actually depleting, as he says that the millage on this Arsenal suit is as bad as ever. Well, I do hope they can upgrade it. So in 17 seconds it will shut down. It is just then that Hermito contacts him and says that he should try to activate Arsenal's cooling system maximum output with by modifying the pipeline. So with that he creates a cooling system in he has a cooling system in Arsenal. He manipulates using his ether gear before the suit crawls up and calls forth a powerful ice beam. An ice beam that not only freezes the water but gives him enough time to finish off Laguna with one powerful uppercut as he praises Hermito, calling her smart. Alas, this is a fleeting victory though, as just as Laguna falls down, someone pierces through Wise abdomen. So I'm just begging, please don't kill him off. Why do you keep having to give me despair? Give me hope already. I mean, if someone is shot through the abdomen, unless you are Sister's healing power, I see no way you can actually heal from that. So, well, Wise falls down, but with Laguna defeated, the waters is dispelled, and the team is restored. Alas, Wise has been shot, very likely fatally, or at least implied fatally, by a sniper. And who is the sniper? Well, that is of course one of the Elemental Four, the guy who held the gun. But it turns out he's one hell of a sniper, as we actually see from. We actually see that the Belle Goel is even larger than I imagined. Well, it was stated to be a sector and a well and a city, but I thought that park and the water they got to was practically the end of the Balel. Turns out it's not. It's divided at another section, who seems to be a little bit more of a abandoned section of the Balel. We see more factories there. The one who shot it is in a building on the other side with a very high rifle, mocking Laguna for the defeat and saying he has the luck on the losers, as the flame sniper Fi never misses his mark. As we see that the one, this, since he implied the name here, this is the fire user, and he seems to have an eye patch across his eye. He is a guy with a very flaming hair and a familiar design. It doesn't really. It escapes me though right now what design that is, but it doesn't matter. What matters is though is Weiss was shot, and I do not like that. I don't. I already do not like this fight, mostly because well he is just too arrogant, and I love nothing more than to see an arrogant person fall. But he is quite some distances away, and he seems to be a very proficient sniper. So the biggest question is now, who's gonna deal with him? You know what is so ironic? You know, I really hate the new translation we have gotten because I don't think it's so very much telling. However, there's a tale going on Twitter that next week's chapter is not implying anything of the fire user. In fact, it's the opposite. The next chapter seems to imply that we are gonna run into the wind spirit, or the wind user, because the title in that episode was somewhat wind, and yet we were introduced to fire. So, is this meaning to say that we are gonna meet the wind user while we deal with fire? I don't really know what I could say about Fi. Is he even a fighter? Well, I highly doubt he is weak, but he does seem to prefer to sniping things. The flame sniper. So does that mean he fires bullets of pure fire because burning friction or something? I don't know, and I do care to find out. But next week's chapter implies wind, so we're gonna meet the wind spirit. I was hoping we'd have met Jin, but no, we are not gonna meet him. I think Hiromishima forgot about him. But more importantly, I just don't think we will meet him anytime soon. Give me your thoughts, though, if you have any.